Okay, what do I got to do here? I want to make sure I stay on course. Phony phone call action, or you want to hear John Hine hit him with the Hine things? Or?
Well, did we ever
hit him with the Hine?
Hit him with the Hine? We need to get to that.
Want to hear Perez Hilton on his podcast with Booker crying about Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt?
Oh, my God. Really crying?
Well, Booker sent me an email yesterday. He does this podcast with...
With Perez?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how many people listen to it or what. I never asked Booker, but I guess it pays. I must pay him something.
Yeah.
I don't think Booker's doing it for free, but then again, I've seen Booker work for free with the hope that it might work into something. But anyway, yeah, he was broken up. So Booker said to me, yeah, Perez was crying on his podcast. And
Why would he be crying?
So he sent me a link, and then I went to listen to the link, and the link, it says it's no longer there. So I go, Booker, if you're going to send me something, make sure it's there. I'm a very busy man. And then, so he got me the link, but he's not crying on it, but he is upset. It is kind of funny.
All right.
Here. Here's Perez. I think in the beginning it sounds like he is crying in this first clip. By the way, I know Perez is gay, but this is very gay to be crying about this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey everybody, welcome to the PHP with an almost emergency episode, even though we were planned to go today. Anyhow, how are you, man?
I am sad. I feel empty. I am heartbroken.
By the way, all Booker apparently does on this podcast is laugh at Perez Hilton. That's it.
And I'm questioning. My world is in a tailspin right now.
Yeah. And I think he's for real. Then he was talking about why he feels so connected to Brangelina. And it appears he's connected to them because it was all about him. He didn't feel anything for them.
And before I get into the details on it, I need to explain why this truly is devastating for me. Brad and Angelina first got together in 2004.
Richard Simmons thought this was over the top, by the way. I spoke to him.
That's the same year that I started blogging. Brad and Angelina were it for the entire first 12 months of my blogging existence. And my story is so connected to their story because in May of 2005, I was the first media outlet in the entire world that published the first...
I'm pretty sure no one is listening to this.
I was going to say, do they know they're so connected?
No.
To Perez?
Andy Cohen heard this, and he called Perez a homo.
I was going to say, Perez has just leaped to the top of the gay list.
Andy Cohen losing his top gay status.
Photos of Brad and Angelina together as a couple. I remember it all so vividly. They were on vacation, the two of them together somewhere in Africa. My friends leaked me the photos, emailed them to me, and I posted it. And there was such a clamor for these photos. Sure. There was so much interest that it crashed my website.
No. George Takei heard this and called him the F word.
Oh.
That's how over the top this is. And then he claims, Perez claims, I didn't know this, that he came up with the name Brangelina.
Oh.
And not only am I so close to them because of that, but people may not remember this. I named them Brangelina.
Ooga!
I was the one that gave them that nickname.
Nema.
The hashtag Brangelina is trending. It's the #1 trending topic on Twitter right now. And that was a thing that I created. I coined Brangelina. And also, I don't get credit for that. I need to get credit for that. Okay, wow. Universe?
Wowee. All right, I'll give you credit for it. You know, I love Perez. He fingered Benji. That was the best.
Thank you.
By the way, on our phone, as long as we're talking about this Brangelina.